Hello again, good morning. It's wonderful to see you. I'm Miss Kendra from Learn and Play Montessori School, and I'm so happy to see your face again today. How are you feeling? You're feeling good? I'm feeling really good too. So, if you want to keep watching us this weekend, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We can see you there and lots more of your teachers there also. So, today's a wonderful day. Yesterday was Thursday. Today is Friday. Today is Friday, which means tomorrow is what? Saturday, that's right. And we are in the month of July. Thank you. We know it is Friday, July 24th, 2020. That's right. Fantastic. Let's start with some language. Come on over. Let's get our language worksheets out. And we have a lot of stuff for today. So we're going to get started a lot of our worksheets, okay? We might not get through the whole worksheet, but we've got a lot. All right, so let's see here. I have my name up top. Let's read the top here together, and then we're going to read the directions. Okay. I'd like to be in a marching band with a shiny gold trumpet in my hand. I'd look my best in my hat and coat, and I'd never ever miss a note. Okay, so recently we've been talking a lot about the beginning blending sound, right? Okay, let's read these directions. Say the name of the first picture in the row. Circle each picture in the row whose name ends with the same blend. So we're looking for ending blending sounds now. Not at the beginning, at the end, right? So when we're looking for a blend, that's not going to be just one letter. That's going to be two letters, right? Yeah, that's going to be two letters. So in number one, we can see jump. The ending blend will be MP, ump. You say that letter blend with me? Ump, ump, jump. What about this picture? So we're looking for the same ending blend. This is a what? A stamp. Ump, stamp, ump, stamp. Do you hear the MP there when you say stamp, jump, stamp? Yeah, I do too. Let's circle that one. And this is a camel. The arrow is pointing to its hump, right? The hump on the camel's back. When you say hump, do you hear the MP? Hump, ump. Yeah, that's another one. Let's circle the hump. And another one here, this is a what? A lamp. When you say lamp, do you hear an M and a P at the end, the letter blend? Ump, 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 ump. Lamp. Yeah, that's another one. Your ears are working really well. And this is a pot of gold. Gold or pot. Do you hear the MP there? Neither do I. Let's take a look at one more on this page. The next one, number 2, is a desk. That's right. So the ending blend is what? Sk. Sk. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, so looking at this first picture, I see a glass. Is that the same ending blend? Glass? Desk? No, that doesn't sound right. What about this? What is that? A mask. Yeah, that's a mask. Do you hear sk at the end of mask? You do. Fantastic. Everyone's ears are working really, really well. How about stairs? Or were these steps yesterday? Do you hear SK at the end of that? No? Okay, let's see here. This is pointing at the tusk. Tusk. Desk. Tusk. Is that the same blend at the end of the word? Yeah, it is. Let's circle the tusk also. Okay, and let's finish the rest of these at home. Let's flip it over, take a look at the other side. Say the name of each picture. Print its ending blend on the line. So the first one was trunk. Let's trace the whole word of trunk. T-R-U-N-K. Trunk. So the ending blend of trunk is nk. N-K. Number 2, we remember this is a picture of a, what? Yeah, a lamp. So what is the letter blend that goes in lamp? Lamp. M, yeah, lamp. Okay, M and then P. Lamp. P. Excellent. Okay, let's trace the whole word. L-A-M-P. If we're going a little fast, let's pause Miss Kendra, finish, and then start Miss Kendra again. Really cool. Okay, and number 3 is a desk. That's right. We recognize this. Desk. What is the ending letters blend in desk? Desk. Sk. D. Oh, no. That's the beginning. What's the ending letter sound? Sk. S, right? And K. Let's trace the whole word. D-E-S-K. Desk. Great job. Let's finish the rest of this language worksheet later. Let's take a look at the next one. Blend the letter sounds together as you say each word. Color the picture it names. So you guys ready to say these words? Sound them out? Fantastic. All right, number 1, S-L, what does that sound like together? Sl, and a short E, eh, and D. Sled, 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 sled. Did we get that? Good job. Let's color the sled. Do you see it? Is it the first, second, or third? The second, yeah. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing for the rest of these 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to start slowly and blend the sounds together and color the picture it names. Okay, let's look at the other side. Blend the letter sounds together as you say each word. Then print the word on the line. Draw a line to the picture it names. It's a lot of things to do. Let's do the first one here. S, ink, s, ink, s, ink, sink, sink. Oh, do you hear that? What does that one say? Good, and what are we going to write on the line? Yes, sink. Okay, let's write sink on the line. S-I-N-K, sink. Do you see a sink over here that we can draw a line to? Yeah, it's almost at the bottom there, right? Okay, let's draw that line from the dot to the sink. Fantastic. And we're going to do the same for 2 through 6. All right, let's take a look at our reader. I hope we all have a paper to cover our answers. There's a lot going on up here. Let's see. Let's read this first one together. We're going to do one on this side and one on the other side. Anne trips. Are you reading with me? Okay, great. Anne trips on Sam's bat or hat? Anne trips on Sam's what? What is she tripping on? Do you see a bat or a hat? Yeah, I see the same thing. A hat. Let's circle hat. And the next is Sam something on Anne's cat. What is he doing? It looks like he might be slipping. Slip. Slip. What letters are we missing in slip? S, right? And slip. L. L, that's right. Sam slips on Anne's cat. Good luck to Sam and the cat. Right? Okay, let's take a look at the other side, covering those answers. Let's read the first one. Can I ring? What is that? Yeah, it's a bell. So can the bell ring? Can I ring? Yes or no? What are we going to circle? No. Is it broken? It looks okay. Can I ring? Yes, I can ring. Ding, ding, I can ring. Or ding, ding, I can sting. Ooh. Can a bell sting? No. No, let's circle ring. Okay, and we're going to keep going all the way to finish the paper. For now, let's move on to our penmanship. Thanks for going so quickly with me. We have so many fun things. Okay, so our penmanship, we have 3 letters and 1 word here. What is this first letter? L, and then O, and B. L-O-B. Okay, and the word we have here has 4 letters. L-O-B-E. Do you remember this word? Lobe. It's the lobe. You remember there's a lot of parts of our brains. We have lots of lobes. You remember your frontal lobe and your parietal lobe and your occipital lobe and your temporal lobe and your earlobe. Okay, let's do our big L. Okay, let's start at the halfway line. We're gonna go up, around, back down, loop, and out to the next letter. And our little L from the bottom all the way up to the top and out to the next letter. Okay, I'm gonna practice my big L over here. Around, down, around, and out to the next letter. And a little L from the bottom line all the way up top and back down out to the next letter. For our O, our big O starts at the top line, goes all the way down and around and out. And our little O starts at the bottom line, goes up halfway, around, it closes, and stays up and out to the next letter. Okay, our big O, all the way around, top to bottom, out. Little O starts at the bottom, around, close that out, and stays up here, out to the next letter. You remember our B, our big B starts at the halfway line, goes up and down, back up, around, around, and out to the next letter. And our little b starts at the bottom, goes all the way up, down, around, up to the halfway, and out to the next letter. All right, our big B again starts at the middle, goes up all the way, back down, back up, around, around, and out to the next letter. Could use some more practice on that big B. Okay, and little b starts at the bottom line, all the way up to the top, back down, around, stays up to the halfway, and out to the next letter. Are we ready for the word lobe? Like your powerful frontal lobe? Yeah, okay, so let's start on the bottom line. Our L is first. We're going to go all the way up, back down, out to the next letter is O. So we're going to go up around for O, back down, close it, and out to letter B from the halfway. All the way up, all the way back down, around for B, and out halfway to the letter E. Lobe. Let's do that again. All the way up, down, around, out to letter B, up, down, around, and E. Lobe. Let's try it with not tracing. Our L, O, B, E. Lobe. Let's see if I can write frontal. Frontal lobe. Frontal lobe. Awesome. All right, you guys keep going, keep practicing. Don't forget you have your extra lined paper and you have your book reports. So we have a lot of fun stuff to do this weekend too. All right, so let's go take a look at some math. You might be excited to see the math we have today. It's a little bit more Friday style, I'd say. A little bit easy, relaxed, okay? Let's take a look at these worksheets. And here we are adding ones and tens. Can we handle this? Absolutely we can handle this. Okay, so let's do 2 on this side and take a look at the other side. Okay, so first one, let's pick I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to pick one. Dun, 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 dun. You tell me to stop. Okay, we have 16 plus 3. So what are we going to do first here? Right, what's 6 plus 3? Oh, you guys are fast. Okay, 9. And what's 1 plus 0? 7. 1. So 16 plus 3 is what? 19. Let's do the next one here. I like it. It's a big number. 1 plus 5 is 6. And 7 plus 1 is 8. 71 plus 15 is 86. Do you guys think you can handle the rest of this at home? Of course, Miss Kendra. Of course. And here we are subtracting ones and tens. Let's do 2 over here also. All right, I'm going to close my eyes again. You tell me when to stop. Okay, here, 60 minus 30. Okay, and our first, this side is 0 minus 0. What is that? Yeah, definitely 0. Okay, and 6 minus 3 is what? 3. You got it. So 60 minus 30 is what? 30. Yeah. Okay, let's do one more here. How about 78 minus 13? What's first? 8 minus 3. What is that? 5. And 7 minus 1? 6. Super, we're fast. 78 minus 13 is 65. Okay, and the next worksheet we see here is ordering numbers 101 to 150. Okay, let's see here. What is the number that comes before 138? Right, 137. Okay, let me do one more. How about what comes after 125? 126. You guys are going to have no problem with this. This is, now we're just reviewing some of our things that we learned and talked about. And this is going to help us remember all of these things so we can use them when we're doing other bigger things. Okay, and here we're measuring with inches. We have our rulers up top and on the bottom. And we are seeing how long these are. So this pencil is how long? Is it 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 5 inches, or 6 inches long? What do you see? It goes all the way to, 4 inches, right? So we can write 4 over here. 4. And the nail? 1? It goes a little bit, let's see, 1 is here. Does it go past that? Yeah, it does. So maybe it is 2 inches. Yeah, 2 inches. Okay, you guys. You think you can handle that? I know you can. I know you can. All right, let's stand up and get our bodies moving and sing a song with me before we jump into our circulation fun, okay? So you guys remember that we saw the wood and we nail the nails and we paint the house? Awesome. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. This is the way he saws the wood, saws the wood, saws the wood. This is the way he saws the wood, sawing, sawing, sawing. And this is the way he nails the nails, nails the nails, nails the nails. This is the way he nails the nails, nailing, nailing, nailing. This is the way he paints the house, paints the house, paints the house. This is the way he paints the house, painting, painting, painting. Awesome. So before we sit down, I want to talk to you about our circulation. We talked a lot about circulation on Monday and on Wednesday. We have this picture. I have this picture. And it shows the heart that's in our chest and some arteries, the red arteries that go everywhere in our body and bring the blood back. Because we remember that arteries bring the blood to the body and veins bring the blood from the body back to the heart. Okay? Let's take a look at this picture. Okay? And let's see where this blood is traveling. Okay? So we start here at the heart, right? We start at the heart. And in the heart is, remember all these heart parts? We have the right and left and right and left. We got the ventricles, all those parts. Yeah? Okay, so the blood is traveling in there, right? And when it has its oxygen from the lungs, it's going to go to the rest of the body. So after it has its oxygen here, it's going to go out of the heart, down the arteries to the rest of the body. Okay? And arteries are really, really interesting because they start really big at the heart, and then they get smaller and smaller and smaller when it gets down to the rest of your body. And then we have capillaries. What is capillaries, Miss Kendra? Well, capillaries are like little tiny blood vessels. So in this picture, you can see the blood is going to the artery, and then in the capillaries here, and then it goes back to the veins because it's always going in a circle. It's all connected. So after it travels through there, it goes from the heart, down the arteries, through the capillaries, and then you're out of oxygen. We need to get some more oxygen in your blood. So it's going to go back up the veins and back into your heart to the right side, and then it's going to go back into the lungs to get some more oxygen. It's got to go pick up all the oxygen and drop off all the things that we don't need, like carbon dioxide and stuff like that. Okay? So it goes from the heart to the arteries to your body, all the way back up the veins and back to your heart to get some more oxygen. This is your circulation, right? Always going and going and going and going. Amazing, right? Our bodies are always working. Okay, so let's take a look at some of our circulation worksheets. We have a couple today, and we also have some painting. Do you guys have your paint ready? Some red paint and blue paint? Yeah? If not, that's okay. We can use red color, blue color, anything. All right? So the first worksheet we're looking at here is labeling parts of the circulatory system. There's lots of things in our body, and these are part of the circulatory system. So we have our 2 lungs, right? You breathe in the air, take in the oxygen in your lungs, right? So the lungs are right here on either side of your heart. And we have lung and lung here because we have 2 lungs. So let's write lung here on these lines pointing to the lung. And here's the other lung. Right, you can see it's pointing to here, pointing to here. So we can cross out lung now. We finished that. Now, you remember that veins are what color? Blue. Yes, yes, yes. Veins are blue because they do not have enough oxygen. And arteries are what color? Red. Yes, arteries are red. They have all the oxygen and nutrients, and they're going to take it to the body. So we need to look really closely where these lines are pointing, if they're pointing to red or to blue. If they're pointing to red, then it's a artery, yes. And if it's pointing to blue, yes, then it is a vein. Thank you. How about this line? What is this? It's pointing to our heart. Our heart. Let's write heart on this line. Heart. You can cross out heart. Okay, and the next one, this line is going all the way to a red. So what are we going to put there? Not vein, right? That's blue. Red is artery. Let's write artery. Artery. Super. And if we're going clockwise, the next one is here. It is pointing to a blue. So what are we going to write there? It's a vein. That's right. Okay, and this line is pointing to red. So this is another artery, right? Because arteries are red. Artery. And this is pointing to two. What? They're really hard to see, but they are here. These are your kidneys. And our kidneys help to clean our blood. Really amazing, right? Let's write kidneys here. Kidneys. And the last one, this is pointing to blue. So we know that is a vein. Yes, excellent. Okay. If I went too fast, you can pause, Miss Kendra, okay? Alrighty, I know there's a lot. We're working hard today. So next, I'm ready to do some fun artwork. How about you? You are too? Okay, so we got 2 pages here, and it's gonna be a big painting, right? So we need to tape these together, okay? I'm gonna put some tape here on the front and on the back. Did you already tape yours together? Okay, cool. I'm glad you're ready to go. I'm gonna do mine now. If you're doing yours now too, that's great. I'm gonna tape the back too, so it is nice and secure, because I have to take this home to hang on my wall, right? Of course. Okay, now let's read these directions. It says, print out one-sided and tape the top of the body to the bottom. We did that. Paint the arteries red and the veins blue. Okay, let's do some painting. So everywhere needs to have veins and arteries, right? So wherever we go with an artery, we have to come back for a vein, because we need to carry that blood back to the heart to get more oxygen. So let's do some red first. I'm gonna paint my heart red, and then I'm gonna paint some arteries red. Here we go. Okay, and I'm gonna do this a little bit quickly. If you're not done, that's okay, all right? Don't worry about that. We're gonna talk to a friend here, and I just wanna make sure we get some awesome time doing everything we want. So I'm gonna keep putting my red so that I have arteries that go absolutely everywhere, because our bodies need our blood to go everywhere. Do you remember what also goes everywhere in our body? Nerves, right? Nerves go everywhere in the body. Yeah, just like these arteries and veins. Okay, how's yours going? Is it messy? That's okay. That's okay. Because when it is messy, we can come back and clean it up, right? Okay, so now my head has an artery. My body has arteries. And my arms have arteries. So now everything needs some, you guessed it, veins. We need some veins. Let's put in our blue veins here. And I use my skinny paintbrush so I could try to go in these little lines. If you're using a big paintbrush, that's okay. Let's see here. Alrighty. We've got 2 arms that have circulation. Because what is circulation? Circulation is going to go all the way around. If we only have arteries, we can't go back around. We need those veins to take it back. All right. A little bit more veins, and then we're gonna say hello to a special friend. You might remember her. Who are we gonna see? Yeah, are you excited? Good. Okay, I'm almost done. All right, my friends, look at that. Maybe if you want, you can finish decorating it really cool later also. That's so cool. Thanks for doing that with me. Okay, you guys, get excited. We have our special friend, Miss Kelly is here with us today, and she knows a lot about the body. Okay, hello, Miss Kelly. Thanks for coming.
Miss Kendra, thanks for having me. So as we've talked about before, I'm studying to become a chiropractor, which is a type of doctor. So I brought some tools that we use, and your doctor might have used as well, to check your circulatory system. So first, I'm going to use something called a stethoscope to listen to Miss Kendra's heart. So your doctor might use this to listen to your heart or your lungs as well. So I'm going to play some sounds for you while I'm listening to Miss Kendra's heart, so you can hear what I'm hearing, all right? So I'm going to gently put this end on Miss Kendra's chest and listen for her heartbeat.
You hear that?
That's what I'm hearing too. Her heart sounds great.
Yes.
Another tool we'll use is a blood pressure cuff. So I'm sure your doctor has done this to you once or twice. And I'm going to take Miss Kendra's blood pressure. So what this does is I'm going to inflate the top here, and this is going to squeeze her arteries, and then I'm going to listen as I lessen the pressure, and her arteries will fill back up, and I'll hear that. All right, so I'm going to tighten this, and I'm going to pump it up. You can see it squeezing me. And then I'm going to slowly open that back up. Aha, there it is. Oh, she's perfect.
Ah, you heard it here, everyone. Okay, I'm feeling good. I am feeling good. So, Miss Kelly, I know that we have a lot of blood in our body, and it's always flowing in circulation around and around and around and around. Do we always have the same blood forever?
No, our blood is constantly being recycled. So it breaks down after about 120 days. Ooh. And we're constantly making new blood.
Oh.
You know where that blood is made?
No, where's that blood made?
In your bones.
Oh, so it must be really, really, really important to have healthy bones too.
Oh, for sure. Your bones are making all of your blood cells. So you absolutely need healthy bones to have a healthy circulatory system.
Wow. It's crazy and cool how the body is all connected. Everything is connected. So when we want to be really healthy, we need to take care of all of our bodies, right?
Absolutely.
So we cannot just only exercise. What if we eat only junk food and exercise? Is that gonna be okay?
No, that's gonna put weird things in your blood. You want healthy blood, healthy muscles, healthy bones.
So what things should we do to make sure we have all those healthy things?
Definitely, like you said, exercising is very important. Drinking lots of water, that's very important. All your cells, including your blood cells, need water. And of course, eating really healthy foods, healthy fats, healthy vegetables, lots of healthy foods. And as you guys have talked about before, getting good sleep is important for sure.
That's right. So we need to eat all those healthy foods, drink all that water so our blood can carry that nutrients to the rest of our body.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Miss Kelly. Thanks for coming again. Isn't she wonderful? Yeah, that's awesome. So I'm really excited. This remote learning program is getting bigger, and we are doing more fun things like having guests like Miss Kelly. We're gonna do fun artwork. We're gonna have some more videos. So visit us and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You guys, it's Friday. Have fun, be healthy, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.